Hey, what's up, guys? Epic Dan back up in Borderlands, and I wanted to begin this series that I talked that I was going to start doing. I want to say a month ago. Let's start talking about Borderlands 3, guys. This is going to be a series that's going to be a continuation, probably until we get more news about Borderlands 3. There's a lot of things that Borderlands 2, Borderlands 1, and Borderlands the pre-sequel did right and did wrong. And if we look back on what we love so much about those three games, we can pull in a lot of ideas on what we would want to see for Borderlands 3. If you don't know, Borderlands 3 doesn't have a announced date. A lot of people are assuming we're at least 2 years away with the Battleborn coming out this year. Of course, the next game is more than likely supposed to be Borderlands 3, as Randy Pitchford has hired people for Borderlands 3 last year, hired a lot of writers and developers and graphic designers and engineers and all that stuff to start working on Borderlands 3. So it's only correct for us to assume Borderlands 3 is going to be the next game that 2K Games and Gearbox decides to put out. That being said, there's a lot that they can do. There's a lot that we want to see moved over, and we all just want a really good game. That's honestly all that's going to happen. So let's talk about what I want to see in Borderlands 3. And this first video is going to talk about planets. Now, if you don't know what happened in the pre-sequel, we are under, well, let's start with 2. We're under the assumption that after you kill the warrior, there's hundreds and hundreds of vaults everywhere. So that would give us the assumption that we are to traverse at least a few of those planets in the next game. Also, in the pre-sequel, we are told that you need to bring every guardian for this kind of final battle. What I want to see multiple planets to be able to be traversed, explored. I want to have some sort of vault hunter exploration type of thing, where you can go to other planets and farm and pick up planet-specific gear, planet-specific loot, planet-specific materials, bring it back to the hub, wherever it's central, wherever you want to call it, Concordia, wherever it is in Borderlands 3. I want to be able to have bounty board saying, hey, go to this planet, go take care of this vault. What it would also allow is to have multiple raid bosses. They don't have to be big raid bosses. They could be almost the size of a headhunter pack raid boss. Have it to where you can go to a planet, pick up some pretty planet-specific loot. After you do that, in order to get into the vault, you have to defeat a raid boss. It allows a lot more variety in the game. You can go to a different planet, fight a raid boss, get planet-specific materials, get a planet-specific gear, loot, something that allow you to go and actually feel like what was the end game of Borderlands 2 was telling you about the multiple infinite vaults would allow us to actually go and experience a lot of other different planets. So far in Borderlands, we've pretty much been on Pandora and been on Helios. That's it. It's time for us to expand the universe to multiple planets. I'm not exactly sure how they can make it work, but using the hub inside of whatever you want to call it, whatever type of hub home station we get in Borderlands 3, it would allow us to somehow traverse to other places off of Pandora. Granted, there probably needs to be some sort of technology that allows you to get off of Pandora, but I'm sure the writers can think of something intelligent of a reason to allow us to get off of Pandora and go to other planets. Maybe it's something with the Guardians allowing us to have some technology from Meridian. I don't know. There needs to be something that allows us to get off of the planet whenever we want to and go to other places. It can allow it can have a, I don't think it needs to, but it can have a type of of a grid kind of look like Mass Effect series has. If you don't know about Mass Effect series, you can traverse all across the world, and it has just this little universe station that you just kind of glide around and just say, I want to go to this planet, this planet. You could have something like that, maybe with the bounty boards, or maybe there's a vendor or somebody that is in the main city that you go to when you need to go to a different planet. This is very necessary, in my opinion, to be able to traverse to other planets. We've been on Pandora for a couple games. Helios was a good change of pace in where our location was. It's time to bring the best of both worlds. We need to be on Pandora for some stuff. We need to be able to get off of Pandora for some stuff. Getting off planets also allows more replayability, in what I was talking to the stream about a few weeks ago, having daily or weekly content. A lot of video games, Destiny, Binding of Isaac, have gone the route of increasing replayability by having daily content and weekly content that constantly refreshes itself. Even Black Ops does dailies now, if I'm not mistaken. Borderlands, in my opinion, needs to go that route. Not to be like everybody else, but it works for their replayability. It works for their system that they have. It works for the lore of the game. Maybe every week you can go to a different planet, and for that week you have that planet unlocked, and you can go pick up stuff and fight raid bosses there, fight planet specific raid bosses. It allows you to get that planet's loot, and if they don't want to allow us to always have it, I think that'd be a really good change of pace on the game. I think it'd be really nice to have that included on there. So that's one thing about planets that would be very necessary. A couple issues you might run into is, not enough diversity in the planets, or being able to not have a full-fledged experience with the planet. I don't want to go to a planet and, only be able to access one small little part of it that this one mission gives me. I want to be able to open world traverse the planet. If they can do that for, say, 3 or 4 planets, it actually will be really good. Throw a DLC a year and a half down the line to add a couple planets, I'll be totally fine with that. Replayability is what Borderlands 2 really holds its hat on. A lot of people don't like the pre-sequel because it doesn't have the amount of replayability and variety and content that we saw in Borderlands 2. They need to get back to that. This is a good starting point to get back to that, with a lot of different planets, a lot of different materials. You can use those materials on your guns, maybe, or maybe change the aesthetics of the gun. Nothing OP, but you could probably have the what's the word? The materials can change just the aesthetics of your weapon, just to kind of show our friends, hey, I went and did so and so at this planet and got this so and so to drop. Replayability is a big thing in Borderlands 2, so I'm just trying to think of ways that'll make it work. And I've talked a lot with my community, talked a lot with the stream, and we've been discussing a lot about this. So planets is the first thing I want to see possible to spend a lot of time with doing. It allows a lot of replayability, and Borderlands people love replayability. They love it so much. So let me know what you think in the comment section, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will return with another video. Let me know what you want to see in the series that we're doing, of basically what we want to see in Borderlands 3. Let me know what you want to see in Borderlands 3 yourself. Let's get this video to 10 likes. That'll give me more want to continue making this series. Make sure that you're enjoying it as well. Once again, guys, I appreciate all the support I've gotten so far. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank y'all so much. I will see y'all next time in the videos and on the streams. Come in this Twitch channel, man. I'm live every day. I'm on Twitch anywhere from 4 to 7 to 8 hours a day. So come hang out with me. We're playing a lot of Borderlands again. We're getting prepped for Borderlands 3. And just come hang out and tell me what you think about Borderlands 3, what you want to see as well. And let me know in the comment section as well. Thank y'all so much, guys. Take care. I will see you.